I love it. We're back.
And we're back. Here I am, Fly Navarro with Fly Zone Fishing. Sam Peters from Release Marine. We got Sam in the chair. We're going to talk about how you properly set up your chair before you fight a fish.
Absolutely.
So Sam, let's go ahead and go step by step on this.
Yeah, and what I'm looking for is I want a straight leg so that when my rod is got full force on it and you go ahead and take it down, that I am actually using straight legs here, and I want that rod to go 1 inch above that covering board, which is what I call not getting over the top. So as you go down, I want to stop right there. So that way I've got all my leverage that I can put, and that rod should be that much over the covering board so I can apply the maximum force. If the rod hits the covering board, then I'm not going what we call over the top, where I'm over my toes and I feel like I'm going overboard. So let your ropes out and your footrest out enough to where your rod stops maximum distance 1 inch from the covering board, where you feel extremely safe and you're not feel like you're going over the back of the boat, because that's very dangerous, as you very well know.
Correct.
I will use my feet, and I will use my feet in a higher position or a lower position if I'm digging. So if I were to take this footrest, you can give me a little less, and I were to go right here, which is another notch up, and fly goes down now, I am over the top. I am not secure. I am feeling like I'm losing control. So wherever that point for you is, depending on body weight, size, leg line, you have to find that sweet spot for yourself. Nova Scotia, you better know exactly where it is.
When you're fighting with 90 pounds of drag, it's a huge difference.
We fought a big fish in extremely rough conditions, and I got over the top because I had gotten in the chair after somebody else had gotten in, and we really weren't ready. And I paid dearly for that fight. I think I had to have 2 Red Bulls before I could get up and walk around again. But I was extremely out of position. My bucket harness straps weren't right, and my footrest wasn't right. We adjusted the footrest and got it right, but I never had the straps right. I was too tight. So if you tighten up, and I want y'all to know we got a CP harness here, Charles Perry's harness. This is an amazing harness. If you don't have one, get one. But right now I'm pretty tight. Go ahead and pull me again. And you'll notice that I'm, once again, getting over the top of that rod.
You're
way
getting
before
over the top real fast.
I'm really way over the top. So for me, that would be very uncomfortable. So I would want to let that out a little bit. Come on up with me. And I would also want to drop that footrest out another notch. All right, now go ahead and go. And you see, just by going out 1 inch, that I'm feeling much more comfortable, but I'm still getting over the top right in there.
Let me stop you for 1 second, only because when you are fighting a fish, do not want to see the watch or the ring. We're in a controlled environment here, but I just want to make sure everybody knows that that's...
Absolutely, absolutely. So I'm going to back these off just a little bit, and I love CP's harness because these are easily adjustable. So I click that one out a little bit, click that one out a little bit. Now give me a little heat. Now I don't care what pound of drag I go right there. I can go 1 inch over the covering board, and I can lay some wood to some fish without having a problem.
It's all about
very comfortable.
Applying maximum pressure at all times.
I'm a lever, my body's a lever, counteracting that rod, and if I'm using any force other than sheer body weight, then I'm wearing myself out. I mean, I can literally throw those shoulders back and start pulling you off the ground if I do it correctly.
And that's exactly what it is.
It's
a
weight
lever.
and lever. That's it. So where your footrest is and where your ropes are critical.
Well, there you have it. Thanks for joining us here in the Fly Zone.